Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. I am here on Claas Farm, and we are taking a look at what we have in the spring. It's currently too cold to plant, so I think late spring starts tomorrow. This is rough because I thought we'd be cold water. I thought we'd be planting already, but it is still several degrees too cold. So we're kind of stuck until winter ends. However, this is typical for even Ohio would be like this, 55 degrees, 37 ground temperature. That sounds like an Ohio spring, yeah. I think I showed you the piles, but I don't remember because it's been a while since I've recorded on this farm. I've collected all my silage and stacked them in the backyard, and this is the end result of that stacking. We have lots and lots of silage to be sold. I can't sell it yet, and I'm not going to sell it till it's at the peak, but we have almost 100 bales, I think. Each of these is 24, so 20. Yeah, so we got, what is that? Almost 100 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'd be 125 minus 5. So 120. Let's just say 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So about 215 is where we're at. 216. And I think those are not worth anything on seasons, unfortunately. But we'll get a little bit of income. Let's see. They're worth $80 a bale, I think. Or $80 a liter. I don't know. It's not much. It's going to be a couple $1,000s. But it's money, right? So, anyway, I'm going to just keep fast-forwarding time here. I'll catch up with you guys once we're done fast-forwarding time. All right, so we are planting hops on field number, whatever this is, 3320. I've made these two fields into one. And so we are going to turn these into hops. And then on the big field south of us, whatever number that is, I know one is on our left. That field is going to be, oh, geez, I never collected the bales. How did I miss that whole field? God, well, we're going to have to get those off of there too. So I'm going to finish this field, and then I'm going to have to hire a worker on that field and scoot over with my smaller tractor and collect the rest of the bales off that field. Shouldn't take too long, famous last words. But we need to get that moving because we need to get that planted today. Though it is only mid-spring, it's not like we're, going to die if we don't get it planted today. We can also plant it tomorrow, but I'd like to have it all finished up today if possible. Oh my gosh. Why is it when I record I get interrupted constantly? Just trying to do my job. I've sat here all day long. My phone has not gone off. As soon as I start recording, ding, 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 ding. It's like, really? All right, I'll be back. All right, we have finished seeding that field with Belch. And now we're going to move. That was Hopfen, by the way. And now we're going to hops. And now we're going to take wheat and put it down onto field number 1. And then we need to go collect those bales off of the southern field while this guy is put to work. But I need to first make a couple lanes because obviously they will not be able to turn around properly at the upper end of the field. He'll get lost. So we need to clear out a channel here for them to properly seed. These guys don't do so good when there's obstacles in the way. There's so many crops that come with this seeder. It's pretty on this field, on this map at least. Once again, this is a PC-only map. I do have people ask me occasionally, is it available on console? They may have a dumbed-down version of the map available on console. They probably didn't, but they know now, thanks to you. And so they probably have like a stripped-down version of this. But they don't have the extra, scripting stuff that we have, like the different factories and all that. So the PC version.
Have you told anyone about your new YouTube channel?
My new YouTube channel. What channel is that? MrFartyPants.com.
Yeah, just like the tunes of your farts.
The tunes of my farts.
Yeah.
What are they, like famous Christmas carols all farted at once?
Yeah, and we're going to try and put a little bit of smell-o-vision in there.
Smell-o-vision. Yeah, have you have that new Amazon Smell-o-vision unit?
Yeah.
Do they don't have anything like that yet, do they? I know they're working on stuff, but I don't really know that I would want.
What, you wouldn't want to sniff someone else's fart? What?
Yeah. I mean, that's an easy one, right? But how about like the scent of like an evergreen forest on a rainy morning? That's a tough scent to recreate. Farts we already know they can do because, any novelty store has like a jar of fart juice.
Yeah, but nothing smells quite like your fart.
Well, no, I have a specific brand. You are correct. Thank you.
Yeah, yours is...
Mine is environmentally unsound. Sorry. All right, go to town, bud. Let's find our other tractor. Might take. Oh, hey, there we go. And we need our pickup wagon. So we have even more bales than I thought we did. With our Claas tractor, we will go home and yank all of those out of the ground. So we're coming up on noon already. What's that, honey? Not talking to me? I'll tell you what, I'm using that Vicon baler in a couple different places, and I absolutely love it. Being able to bale and keep moving at the same time, it's just a great experience for a round baler. For an old round baler like me. I think once again, it takes what does it take, half a season for these to change over? So in our case, I think it probably take like 4 or 5 days for them to become silage. So we'll check with the poker on and see how they're doing tomorrow. It's already been a day or two that I set those out, so I want to check them and see how they're coming along, how they're cooking. I'm going to put these over. Actually, these are made at the same time. I was going to say I probably have to worry about like when I grab, but they're not. They're all going to be cooking at the same time. So I made these bales all in one day or 2 days, early spring. So. Tell you what, with the seasons, it really works to do the winter crop. So winter, in this case, it was the winter grass that worked. And then I was real happy on Farmer's Dynasty. If you guys follow that series, it's a great series. I suggest you check out my Farmer's Dynasty is Here series if you haven't seen it yet. Most of you have, but anyway, it's an interesting game. Very different than Farm Simulator. But it is time right now on that game to harvest. Also, I planted wheat at the beginning of, at the end of fall. And sure enough, it popped up in the spring, and the first day of spring, the wheat is ready to harvest. So I'm getting 2 harvests a year out of my crops. My wife is playing around with the lights, making them different colors. She got one of those smart light bulbs, and she's having a lot of fun changing colors. Make it change colors on its own. She says that I look like Osama bin Laden with my beard. I've been here for about a month and a half, and I haven't shaved. Look at how thick that beard is, man. It took me to get to like 45 to get a thick beard. I tried to grow a beard many times in my life, and it was always like real thin, and now it finally looks like Santa Claus. Not quite that thick yet, but it's like a bushy beard. Look at how many bales. Oh my gosh. There's so many bales. So anyway, I'm excited because in Farmer's Dynasty, it's spring harvest too. And I do see them do that in real life. In the region that I live, which is like Northeast America, they also they plant winter crops and then harvest them in the spring, usually wheat or canola. I mean, you don't see soybeans over the winter, that's for sure. They grow soybeans in summer and corn, but over the winter they do plant wheat, and I see a lot of them harvesting, pretty early in the spring. April, May, you'll see the harvesters out. They're also harvesting the grass, so you'll see them out mowing and tedding and making bales and stuff, but it happens pretty quick. So I don't know, at the rate that guy's going, I don't know if we're going to have this field picked. He might have to sit for a while and wait for us as we finish this up, because I got a lot of bale pickup to do. I'm excited, though. I mean, this might be I might have $50,000 worth of bales here. I mean, that's not bad, and it cost us nothing, and it costed us the cost of planting grass seed with no fertilizer. But it added a layer of fertilizer to our crop, so we already have 2 layers. We'll only need 1 more. Maybe it'll already be 100%. We'll see. But I'm not going to complain about that. That's great. It's good news stuff. So look at all those sausages. This crap thing is I'm gonna have to come back and reload all of these onto the baler. Oh well. I do have an auto loader trailer that holds 42 round bales, and I think you can actually run. It doesn't run. I could run both tractors and have them follow each other. We'll see. They're only like 18,000 a pop, but they're not realistic. So. But then again, reloading bales onto an autoloader trailer probably isn't that realistic either. So, I don't know. Gotta wait till this thing folds up. Otherwise, I won't fit through that fence. Yeah, maybe I will. Yeah, I can. I didn't realize it would fit. But it fits right through like a glove. And shoot, I just realized, I hope there's no hissing. I apologize if for hissing on the episode. I have to remember to restart my sound card or it hisses. And I don't, I did not restart it, so this probably has hiss all the way through it. I'm working on that. It's not something I have to do with my home computer, so I used to, but for some reason it stopped at home, but on my laptop it still does it. So I forget often to restart the card, so I apologize if there's like this weird, like high-pitched hiss. Yeah, it's like stupid thing. It's something to do with Windows 10 and my sound card, and I think that yeah, it's super annoying. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it once it's in the track. What are you doing? You've gone bonkers. I might eventually switch to a different brand, a more modern one. I've been using these sound cards. I've got a pair of them. It's the M Audio M Track 2, and it is a very vintage model at this point. When I bought it, 10 years ago for my YouTube channel, it was the latest and greatest. And I bought a pair of them so I could travel with one of them and leave the other one at home. But they both do it, and it started with Windows 10. I'd never had the problem, for the first 5 or 6 years of using them, but Windows 10 had some updates, and ever since then I've had issues. And so it's a legacy card at this point. That new sound drive cards come out. But the one thing I like about it, when I'm using headphones like I am now, there's a mix knob that you can mix between your game signal and what's coming off the microphone. So if I can't hear myself over the game, I just have to dial that back a little bit, and it makes the microphone louder than it doesn't affect the recording. It's only for what's going on in my head or on the headphones. Shut up. You know what I mean. It's only what I hear, like feedback-wise. So I really like the unit, and the newer ones, a lot of them don't have that unless you get into like the $500-$600 range. So that's why I haven't replaced these. These were, I want to say like $100 a pop. I think the first one was $129 brand new, and then this one was I want to say like $99 used. But a lot of the newer ones don't have that mix knob on there, and that's a real headache, because then you can't control the how loud the game is in the headset separately from the microphone. Now it's transparent to the viewer. Those settings we set within OBS, so I can set it any way I want on the thing here, but you guys don't hear the changes unless I have. There's a couple knobs that I can turn that will change it for the recording, but it's simply for playback, and it's much easier. For those of you who have never done pro audio before, you probably don't even notice, but I was in the music studio when I was 16 on, and got used to being able to hear myself through the headphones. So a lot of people that stream and stuff, they don't hear themselves when they're talking. They just hear the game. And a lot of people have gotten used to that, but I never could, because I spent so many years, working on music and doing vocals and stuff like that, that I got used to hearing myself while I could hear the game, or music in that case. It's a hard habit to break. Anyway, so if there's hiss, I apologize. I know it's annoying. I'm working on it. I try my best to restart every time I record, but sometimes I forget. And I think it has to do with if the computer goes to sleep and then turns back on again, that's when the issue crops up. And so I'm just realizing now that the computer has been sleeping, and so. But maybe it's time this year or next year coming up to retire these audio boxes and move to something newer. I have to look on the market and see what's out there. I know Ryan got one. I think he got one from Focusrite, and he's very happy with it. So I might try one of those. But he just plays guitar. He doesn't do any, like, what we're doing. Pardon me, moi. Thankfully, most of my viewers are patient. And I'd say probably about half of you guys listen on your phones or on your iPads. They don't, you're not listening on like high quality speakers, so a lot of people don't even notice it. But there are those, obviously, that listen on higher quality audio devices, and they hear that's really annoying. Almost as annoying as me. Please don't respond to that, wife. She's busy playing Among Us. Are you the imposter? Just a lowly crewmate? Huh? Why? What? 'Cause? Oh, good reason. Doot, 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 doot. I didn't think I would like Among Us. I do. I don't Jones playing it, but I do. It is fun. It's just hard. It's hard. I think the best way to do it seems like the most fun way to do it would be to play with a group of people that you're not near. That you all know, though. That everybody's on Discord, and then have the ability to turn Discord on. You mute.
Actually, I think it's fun to meet people who you don't even know.
Yeah, but it's more fun when you can get in and actually discuss stuff and have fun like that. Like, I like what the guys, my wife watches these guys on YouTube that do Minecraft. What's his name? Mumbo Jumbo? Is that his name or just Jumbo? I thought it was Mumbo Jumbo. And then who's Green? No, it's Green. It's Green. Is it really Brian? No. I thought it was Green. Okay, Brian, whatever. And Iscali? Anyway, they're famous YouTubers that have millions of subscribers that play Minecraft. And they all do this hermitcraft thing that it's pretty funny. I got to admit, Moni plays the episodes all the time. And at first I was like, ugh. And then the more I watch it, these guys are really creative. Like they're really, really good at Minecraft. And it's fun to watch the things that they do to each other. It's pretty funny. They're even in the things that they do, like that are maybe suspect towards one another. It's pretty well thought out, and like they spend hours putting these pranks together, and it's pretty well done. I really enjoy their stuff. But anyway, they play. There's like a group of 8 or 9 of them that play. Imposter together, and that looks like a lot of fun to just get together with people and then sit on Discord and get in big fights about who did it and who didn't do it. When you're typing, you kind of miss that, anonymity. But it's not fair when half the people have Discord and the other half don't either. And so I don't know. Right now, that's kind of how we've played it. And I don't like that because then it's, the kids have a tendency to say things that they shouldn't say. They'll be like, oh, gosh dang you, purple. I mean, and then they realize that they're not supposed to be talking, but it's too late because now everybody in the room who's not supposed to know who it is knows that it's purple, So they just don't have the discipline to, none of my kids do, so. So that's hard to do when you're all in the same room. Because you don't want to cheat. And one of my kids tries to get away with it, and they go, well, we're just playing a different way than you. And I'm like, no, that's frickin' cheating. That's not playing a different way. That's cheating. Like, that's not fair to anybody that's in the round except for, those of you that are in the room. Like, come on. We're playing a different way. Kids are so creative. Oh. What are you up to, Elfie? It looks like I've cleared off half this field. So I think these are the last couple that we're going to pick up. Ow. You playing with Gina and Moopai? You stupid, I, and Sean. Some of the people's names are funny. Like one guy's name was not Trump, and somebody else's name was I am Trump. Or another thing when Bonnie's the imposter. Or sometimes people will use the names like their character will be red, but they use the name Pink. So then you say it was red or it was pink. Well, which one is? No, not the guy. I saw pink by the laboratory. No, the guy named Pink, not. So if you've never played Among Us, I know everybody's doing it, but this one actually is a good game. It's not like, I mean, I'm not saying Fortnite is a bad game, but Among Us I think is a much better game, honestly. Call me biased. All right, our dude. Hey, we've beat now because the field was almost half done already. We've thankfully beat the guy doing the seeding, so that's we got a plus right there. I wonder where the barn is. Where I hope the barn is somewhere near here, so I don't have to drive like all the way across the map 20 times. Selling bales is a pain. For fun, I set up a little farm on Fellsburn, and on that farm, he had some cows. Yeah. Anyway, on that farm, I set up. I got way up in the right-hand corner of the map, and bought there's a chalet in the mountains above the waterfall, and some very nice flat land and a couple fields. I bought the 2 fields in the flat land and the chalet, and set up a farm there. And it's not a seasons farm, so I'm selling silage bales and making a lot of money. I'm making, I think it's $300 per liter. So I'm making. Oh, watch your mouth! I'm making what did you get voted out? Short-term imposter. Anyway, I'm making about 40,000 per trailer full. But the problem is that the Bale sell point is on the exact opposite side of the map, and because I'm in the mountains, there's not a straight road to the Bale sell point. You have to wind down the mountain like 5 turns. So it's like left, and drive, and then right, and then drive, and then left and drive. It takes a good 15 minutes, like 6 or 7, maybe even 10 minutes real time for me to drive to sell these bales, and I'm just like, oh God, you're killing me. Let me just get there. And I make about 4 trailer loads with this cart. So, but I'm pulling down $100,000 a harvest, so that's not so bad. But still, kind of it's not optimal. It's not what I would be doing with my time. Thrill as Arthur runs over crows and picks up bales. Have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. What? What happened? Oh, yeah, well, I'm not talking to you either. Why? Why is that good? We're married. Oh, no. What? You be quiet. You be quiet.
Shut up.
You shut up. Don't you touch me. Abuse. Ow! She pinched my arm. You are so violent. Ow, stop. Okay, what do you want? What? What do you want, Krabby Pants? All right, let's see what this guy's doing. He's doing about 6 miles an hour is what he's doing. How did he even get this done? Look, he did it, except for he screwed up. They missed that whole patch. That's okay, though. We'll fix that, and then we're going to do... I'm going to cut off the... Oh, no, he did miss all this, too. Okay, that's fine. You know what? You're doing the best you can. Let's see you. Let's watch you seed. All right, we're going to take that tractor over for you, buddy. Thank you. Have a nice day. Actually, just hang out because I'm going to hire you back in a minute. We'll probably need to refill. I'm going to stop. I'm going to get this part done and stop by the farm, reseed, and then I'm going to do 2 rows on the end of each end of the field. For whatever reason, they tend to get lost on these fields. And then we'll go ahead and unload those last. Actually, I'll probably just leave those bales on the bale trailer. There's no reason to unload them. Yeah, dude. I'm rocking it, man. We're going to make even more money this year than we made last year. So, there. And I think today, if we have silage, today I think might be the peak selling day for silage. Let's take a look real quick at our sales charts. Prices. Silage. Hay, straw. Nothing. Uh-oh. I thought you could sell silage on this. There might be a big flaw in my thinking. Slurry, liquid fertilizer, silage. There it is. No, it looks like the highest day with this year is going to be the second day of winter. Looks like the peak for silage. And that's going to be right about 135 per bale, which that's not bad. So we'll just put it in the back there and leave it till winter. And then we'll sell it. We'll have nothing to do in the winter anyway because we never do. And we'll go ahead and sell it. We'll make up a couple nice truckloads and don't you want me, baby? Did you guys like that side swipe there with the cedar? You ever see anybody glean the cube with the cedar before? What, gleaning the cube? That was only the 3rd coolest skater movie ever, dude. Chick. Fussy. What are you then? I'm your wife. Show you some respect. You have to earn respect, darling. I wonder if those silos count as part of our silo infrastructure. Probably not. Okay, fill this up. This time we're going with barley. Seems like this works as long as I run up the pile of fertilizer or seeds in front of me. Looks good. And we'll seed that all the way up. Fill it up. So today was a very productive day. We've got the farm turned around. You have flying cows, Moo. Wait a minute, are you playing on your farm without me? You're playing on what? Ah. You don't like the flying cows? You're trying the open cow pen? Free. Yeah. They just fly. You might have to find a flatter place to put that thing. I don't know. That one I don't know. Hello, Mr. Claas tractor. So, of our second year, we've got $144,000 left. We've bought a decent amount of equipment over the winter, but we're still making money, and that's good. So I think we were down below like 50,000 last year. Now, we'll make a lot this year because we've got not a lot to buy unless we want to invest in land. But we've got that factory ready to come online again. And this time there's, it's just going to produce, well, if we do mostly wheat and barley, I mean, we could make $1 million. It just depends on how much we get out of these fields. Because once again, last year I had no malts. And so we had to take almost half the barley and dump it into malts. This year we have malts to be produced and we have barley coming up. And I don't know, once again, we might see after we harvest if we can buy another field that has barley on it that hasn't matured. Because if we can add more barley in, we could make more money. But I don't want to buy it. I don't want to buy just the barley. I want the field that goes with it. So what is he growing over here? Is he doing barley again? Fruit type wheat. Well, that would work too, though, because wheat or barley would work. Because either or, they're going to give us product. The wheat, once again, goes to the kegs of beer, and the barley grows and makes the bottles. So, two different brewing processes. Interesting procedures. Sweet. So exciting. All right, we've pounded down the barley on this side of the field. Now we need to head t'other and do the same thing, make a headland on the other side so the tractor has room to turn around. And then we'll set this worker loose and let him do his thing and get this all done. Would you like to join me on my farm, dear? Oh, okay. You're freaking me. I know I am a little bit of a control freak on my farms. I know. A lot. Do things exactly this way or else you're fired. You have flying canola? Or you still have flying cattle? That's disappointing. They didn't test it out very well, did they? Note, must be placed on extremely, exactly, perfectly flat land.
That's the problem. It probably does work really well
On flat land, right, yeah. On Marwell. Or this map.
Yeah, but you see, Marwell wouldn't have cows walking around, like, not in a pen. Like, these sort of farms would.
Right. All right. So I would say our day has been successful. We're going to go ahead and finish up the row back up, and I'm going to set this worker to hire, and we'll call that an episode. And so we are mid-spring, and things are looking good. plenty of money to survive the summer. We don't really have any more expenses coming up. We're all loaded up on pallets at the factory. We don't need to cut any more trees down. I've got the forest. I think we got years worth of trees, I would hope, but yeah, you never know. If worst comes to worst, we can always buy that second forest. I've planted a bunch of new trees, but I think at some point we're going to have to look at, a full forestry program, because if we run out, they grow so slow. I think it takes 10 years with seasons for a tree to grow. Maybe to mature. Is that correct, honey? 10 years?
No.
How long do they take to mature all the way? Five years?
I'm sure it's not 10.
I thought it was long.
It might be long, but it might not be 10.
I hope not. I've planted a bunch.
I look at
Yeah. I'm in the lowlands north of that map. In Holland or something. I think this is, most likely Holland anyway. So, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you've enjoyed this episode as we putzed around and collected some bales, finished off these fields, and then now we're getting them all seeded for next year. I definitely have had fun making this episode. So anyway, have a great night, guys. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help. And I am enjoying doing Claas Farm. Been a while since we've been here, but we are not leaving this farm. I told you guys we wouldn't leave it, and we're not. And we're going to continue. So we got this one going. We've got my farm with JC. What? And, and Moni, by the way, is going to be doing a farm on her channel. Which one? Are you going to do it on that map?
Yeah.
Are we doing the same one that we're doing for stream, though, or no?
No. We'll do the same farm, but we'll start.
Okay, so we're also going to be doing a Swiss farm map on Moni's channel, and I'm going to go, she's going to own the main farm, but I'm going to build my own little farm in the mountains somewhere, so it'll be fun. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you guys sincerely have enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time. Thumbs up always help, like I said. If there was an audio hiss, I apologize. Facepalm, duh. All right, guys, see you next time. Have a great night. Bye.